Marina in the morning, quiet. Starts the engine, ready to bring the line on board. Undock the boat. Put dock lines in the locker. Attach a yarn. Don the life jacket. Jump the halyard. Raise the main. Unfurl the jib. Now we're sailing. Bear away. Trim the sail. Telltales. Adjust traveler. Trim the sail again. Wind's perfect. Wind dies down. Wind picks back up. Drop the main. Drop the anchor. Launch. Relaxing. Napping. Raise the main again. Fight lazy jack. Sailing again in 20 knot wind in the afternoon. Downwind into Raccoon Strait. Docking in Ayala cove. Enjoying afternoon with sea lions. Undocking, sunside sailing. Sunside. Hi, we are Nathan and Katie, and this video is about a typical summer day of sailing in the San Francisco Bay. It's been a while since we were on the water. We're super excited to be back, but skills do get rusty. I did everything exactly the same as before, turned the wheel hard right, gave a short burst of reverse throttle. Instantly, I knew the speed was too slow, and the boat didn't gain enough steerage with prop walk strongly worked against me. The boat didn't turn much at all. No big deal. Training kicked in. Back to the basics of a standing turn. Just do it counterclockwise in a narrow place with the prop walk working against us. You can see every time when I reverse, prop walk kicks the stern to the port side. I've practiced many times in my mind how to handle this situation, about the timing of turning the wheel and put the throttle back and forth. I don't know if this is the textbook maneuver, but gladly it worked for me. I'll do a separate video with much more details and 3 different camera angles to show you how I get out of this kind of situation. To me, patience is the key. Luckily, there is no wind or current. I'm sure the situation would be much worse. After getting out of the marina, the first thing I do is to tie up the boat while Katie steers the boat to the open water. I close the lifeline gate. Brought the fenders on board. It's better to untie the fenders and put them in the locker, but I guess it's just too tedious. I removed all the dock lines from the deck and put them safely in the locker. Then I'll attach a yarn in the line of sight. I like to take a quick peek and look at the yarn for the wind direction instead of looking up every time. I put on life jackets, unzip the sail cover, hoisted the halyard. Prepare to raise the main. Katie pointed the boat towards the wind. I opened the clutches for van, main sheet, reef lines, and made sure they ran free. And put halyard on the winch and raised the main. From time to time, I need to go on deck to jump the halyard. After the main is up, I unfurl the jib. Now we are sailing. One of our goals this year is to improve the sail trim skills by picking up on the nuances of wind and wave conditions. I read tons of material online, but there is a huge gap from understanding the theory to actually doing it properly on the water. It's more art than science. Little things make huge differences. There are different ways that all work alright. I hope we can eventually find our own best methods and get better bit by bit. With our limited experience with this boat, I prefer slightly smaller mainsail with a fully unfurled jib. This gives the boat more stability with less heeling and weather help, since most of the heeling is contributed by the top of the mainsail, while the jib-mainsail ratio keeps the boat in the groove. With just touch of weather help, very easy to steer. The other thing I'd like to do is to pull the traveler slightly over the center line in stronger wind, but ease the main sheet a little to put the mainsail in the right angle of attack. This way, the top of the main is twisted off more with the bottom part is fully loaded. I felt this way keeps the boat more stable while maintains enough power to punch through the waves. The caveat is that whenever we tack or jibe, do not forget to reset the traveler. The boat is moving in a very good speed. Then I noticed a couple of things. The diagonal creases on the main. They are supposed to go away with the wind overturn nuts. Clearly the main is resting on the lazy jacks. Our hull is tightened, van is loose, halyard could be tightened a little bit more. I'm not sure how to fix it unless removing the lazy jacks. On the jib, the bottom telltales, both windward and leeward, are flowing back really nicely, but the middle ones are flowing 70% of the time and the top ones are all over the places. Besides, the crew of the jib is way up in the air, and clearly the jib car is way too far back and need to be moved forward. When we reached the northeast side of Angel Island, wind died down, then picked up after we entered the Raccoon Strait. After sailing around Belvedere, we anchored in our regular launch spot at the entry of the Richardson Bay. (2,000 RPM reverse made sure the anchor is set. After launch, we relaxed a little bit. Somebody is falling into sleep behind the wheel. In the afternoon, we raised the sail again and sailed a couple of rounds in the 20 knots plus wind before sailing downwind into Raccoon Strait and docked at Ayala Cove to enjoy the rest of the afternoon with sea lions. When sun came down, we left Ayala Cove and raised the sail once again and headed to the Golden Gate, sailing in our favorite hour of the day. We haven't been on the water for a while, and this day reminded us how much we enjoy it. That's all for today's video. We'll see you in the next one.